Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás, mi amor Alicia? Hello my kittens, how are you? My name is Allison, and today we're playing Nancy Drew Ghost of Thornton Hall Bonus Edition. Now the reason I say, and mobile, oh my gosh, mobile. I am so excited we're doing the mobile game of Ghost of Thornton Hall. I am super excited about that. But I do have to be quick because I have no idea how long this is going to work. In the previous video, we learned that it crashed after a certain amount of time, and I have a feeling it's going to happen again. So I'm going to try to cut down how much I actually play, just because I don't want that to happen within the recording. So what I can talk about right now is that Her Interactive, the company that made this game, actually makes a lot more Nancy Drew games than you think, considering this is just I think they only made like 1 or 2 mobile games. I do believe Secret of the Shadow Ranch is the other one, and that's more like a text-based mobile game, and I do mean text-based. I'm not going to go into detail about it, but just check it out. It's a really cool game, and it branches off into multiple. Yeah, no, I'm not going to go into it. Sorry. But Ghost of Thornton Hall actually has multiple features, at least on the PC and Mac version. Bonus edition. Her Interactive likes to complicate things in the hidden games universe. Oi. I'm not going to go into full detail about that either. I did in the first video. If you want to know more details about that, please check out the first video. Also, I do want to mention that this mobile game requires iOS 7 or later, and you will only get an hour's worth of free gameplay. After that, you have to purchase at $5.99 to get the full game. This game was released April 2014. I'm not sponsored. I'm just giving you out the full details of how to get this game and how much you'll be able to play it before you have to pay. And interestingly enough, oh shoot, I did not look up the actual. Interestingly enough, Her Interactive bases all of their video games off the Nancy Drew book series, and that book series has been going on since 1930. I'm not going to go into full detail about the book series just because I tend to go into a little tangent about that. I love talking about the book series. It's just there's so much details about the behind the scenes of how the books are made and all that stuff, especially when it comes to the book covers. So Ghost of Thornton Hall is based off the book Uncivil Acts. I did not mention this in the previous video until super late in the later game, later in the video, just because I was a dum-dum and did not do my full research. And once again, I am a dum-dum because I did not look up the description of the book. I have read the book actually, and it's really good. It's just been a super long time since I played it. I did find a free copy of it on archive.org, and if you are familiar with that website, it is because you have watched my other playthroughs. I super love this website, archive.org and also openlibrary.org. Both of them are basically the same company, or same business, I should say. It's Internet Archives. But both basically have a huge database of books. Archive.org much bigger just because there's multiple libraries that you can look at, all from all over the world, not just in America. Whereas openlibrary.org is just a little bit more specific, and you're actually able to look up more Nancy Drew books than you can in archive.org. Just because it's a little bit difficult with the wording, of course. But I do have a link for the free copy down below. I'm not going to go into full details on how you can get it, just because I've talked about this website so many times in so many different playthroughs. And please check out my other playthroughs if you haven't. My channel is loaded with all the Nancy Drew games. And I do want to mention, if anything in this video does not look familiar, it is because you have not been keeping up. Please check the description box below. There's the previous video, which is the first video of the game, as well as the playlist. I recommend the playlist because it will have everything that I've done so far with Ghost of Thornton Hall. Nancy Drew Ghost of Thornton Hall. Jeez, I am just stuttering. Okay, so this game is basically about Jessalyn Thornton, the disappearance of her, I should say, and we're trying to find her, despite the estates that we're on is abandoned, mostly, because we are finding people who are trying to find Jessalyn as well, and we end up bumping into a lot of her relatives, including her mom and her fiance. She's getting married, and a lot of people think it's cold feet, especially her fiance. But we think there might be more to it. There could be secrets of either the wedding, or between Jessalyn and Colton, her fiance, or it could be something supernatural, because people love abandoned places. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the game, of course. And I do realize that I had my mouse all over the place in the previous video. I do apologize about that. Alright, let's get into the game. The gameplay of this is a little bit weird, a little bit wonky. I do want to mention that there are a bunch of different types of hauntings, which will make the screen flicker. I do apologize about that. There seem to be a little bit of couple of glitches when it comes to recording the game. Hence the crash that happened in the previous video. So when that happens, I will definitely have to cut the video short. But hey, at least we get to do that. I'm actually... Oh yeah, we never went to the task list. Here we are getting organized. The task list tracks your objectives. To mark a task done, tap on the checkbox. Tapping the question mark gives you a hint for that task. The journal keeps notes of observations relevant to the case. Now, before it goes to Thornton Hall, there were actually no hint system at all when it came to these question marks. But the new menu screen did come in on Tomb of the Lost Queen. I was wrong about that. It wasn't Deadly Device, it was Tomb of the Lost Queen. I apologize about that. Sometimes I get a little loopy. Anyway, let's go ahead and see if we got anything done.
Can't check. Haven't done that.
Okay, so I actually do know what we need to charge. Her phone. Ooh, who dat? We're not gonna talk to her just yet. Here I am. Can we take a picture of him? Looks like we can't. Alright. This is her phone actually, and it doesn't look like I do have the bonus edition. Which is weird considering I can collect the phone charms. So... But we can contact Bess and Savannah, that's good. And we can select the wallpaper and the ringtone. No. No. I can barely hear that. Dude, the music is just... Oh, we can't change the volume of the music. Oh, that's annoying. If that's the case. Okay, let's see if that helps. Apologies. I'm going through all kinds of things right now. Of course, we can also hit the compass, which will show us everything that we can do. What's that? That looks like something we can look at. Espionage, and I'm pointing out to the whiteboard on the bottom on the floor. Espionage in a bonnet. Female secret agents of the Civil War. Interesting. Yes, we did learn about this in the previous video. Throughout the game, you may see a sparkle hints. These will help you locate areas or objects of importance. Look for them whenever you feel lost or are searching for objects that are hard to spot. I will take those sparkle hints whenever possible. We are just going to go through quickly a quick look at this. You can pause it and read it yourself. I'm not going to do a full read just because I know the longer I take on this game, the more chance it will crash. So see that little white piece of... Oh, sorry. See that little white piece board at the bottom? I think that might be something we can check out. Ooh, but we can look at this, which the game doesn't point out, but you can. And it looks like we can look at the tea set as well. Can we? Pour the tea? And it looks like we can make our own little tea. Yum! Alright, we're gonna take a napkin. We're gonna take the oranges. Alright, we're not gonna go upstairs just yet, just because we can go over here.
I don't have all the parts I need.
Really? Oh, right, because here it said I needed... It says I need nails, oranges, and copper coins, pennies. Okay, so somewhere in this house or somewhere on the property, we're going to be able to find pennies.
It looks like the painting is missing.
Definitely. I guess we're going to be finding that painting soon. Oh, phone charm. Ooh, cotton. Nope. Okay. Hi.
What's that smudge? It almost looks like something was painted over.
Definitely. Can we please? Thank you. And let's clean
There's
that up.
something back there.
Definitely. Let's clean it up.
What is that? Are those graves?
Definitely. Let's check that out later. Ooh, we do hear a jiggle. Thank you. What the heck is that little screen to our left? That is weird. Alright, there's a little sleeping bag. I suppose that's where we're sleeping. Ooh. Nancy. Fancy. Ooh, there's our EMF reader. Thank you, Jovic Tech. That is weird that we're seeing Jovic Tech now instead of Krollmeister. Krollmeister is basically the brand normally. Interesting. The Ghost of Thornton Hall. The True Encounters Retold by Savannah Woodham. Interesting. Nancy, here's some of my old paperwork from when I was looking into Charlotte myself. I know you're going to be looking for Jesselyn during the day, but night is the best time to investigate the family. That's when the spirits get restless in more ways than one. You'll probably get more out of the family than anyway. The EMF gadget I included works pretty well on the property. I don't normally use these, but there is a strong correlation between the meter peaking and documented sightings. I know you don't like things that can't be explained, but just because it can't be explained yet doesn't mean you should disregard it. Call me if you want to talk. I don't know what help I can offer, but I'm there if you need me. Good luck, Savannah. Alright, so these are actually a bunch of witnesses, or more specifically 3 witnesses, of those who experienced ghost sightings. There we go. Hi!
What was that?
Spooky! Alrighty dighty. Well, honey, that was your first haunting. I actually don't know where we'd be able to find copper coins. Can we... I know the cotton needs to go here. And the missing portrait. Explore the island. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to explore a little more. Wait, did we not get... Oh, come on. Okay. That's weird. I thought we picked up a hammer, but I'm not seeing what happened to it. Oh, because we used it to pick up the nails. Duh. Hi, lady. I've yet to see you move. I still find that creepy. What's over here? Ooh. This is an empty grave. Alright. Hi.
Wanna hear a ghost? Check it out.
Alright.
I found a set of graves without names on the markers.
That is where our troubles began.
Really?
What happened?
Most of the family'd rather it never come up. Our first factory was right here on the island. At the time, it made us a lot of money. But along the way, we got greedy. Never built a place for the workers to stay. They'd bed down right on the processing floor. Nothing for heat in the winters, so the workers built fires inside. One winter, there was a wicked cold snap. They built a couple of extra big fires, and in the night the fumes built up. None of them ever woke up again. That's when we split in two. Half saying this'll never happen again, and half saying accidents happen. Grieve and move on.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. By the way, the little arrows on the right is a fast combo feature. I'm not going to use it just because everything in this game is important. Every dialogue, I mean. The fast combo feature basically skips the dialogue of either Nancy talking or the person she is talking to. So, ooh.
I saw something I can't explain in the house.
That's why you couldn't get me in there for nothing.
I don't believe in ghosts, but...
That don't stop you from feeling them. Would you believe my happiest memories live in that house? Christmases and long summer nights stargazing on the roof.
Oh, right, I'm supposed to answer, aren't I? Ooh, do you have a key to the crypts? When did the factory accident happen? Oh. That's right, I think if we ask more into the factory accident... You know what, I'm not going to spoil it.
When did the factory accident happen?
That was more than 100 years ago, and we still can't move on. That's why this house still stands, I think. Until we Thorntons decide who we're gonna be, we're stuck on this island. You should see it on a summer day when the ocean and the sky are sharing the same blue, and the grass is bright. But here it is, gray and dark, under all the misery we've heaped upon it.
You don't seem like a bad guy. Can you tell me why you ended up in jail?
You really want to know?
I do.
Then listen. I don't care if you believe me, but keep this to yourself.
You got a
Okay.
deal.
I wasn't close to the company then. Still ain't, but I heard through a friend of the guy down the way. You know how it goes. I heard that our processing plant in town was up to its old tricks, hiring people who couldn't afford to quit and treating them beyond bad, locking them in to meet quotas and such. I asked Clara. She denied, naturally, but it made her so mad I asked. I had to go check it out myself. I went in the middle of the night, and right away I saw it was true. The exit was padlocked, right in plain view of the world, and no one cared. I broke in, that's true. I was furious. I broke one of the big machines, that's true too. So there it is. I stood up, and boy, did I get knocked down.
You must be pretty mad at Clara.
You don't even know the half of it.
I got knocked down, but I got up again. Is it weird that I hear that song every time he says that?
Have you always been a ghost hunting enthusiast?
I'm not exactly enthusiastic about the dead, no offense meant. But yes, I do find it interesting.
Why?
Life is a quest for truth, is it not? And death has a way of stripping away all pretensions.
That's pretty philosophical for a guy wearing boots.
You Northerners
Oh
don't
my
have
gosh,
a lock
Nancy.
on big thinkers.
Judgmental.
We got plenty. Like Roscoe J. Redbrook and the Gimbletucky Boys, and I dare you to say their lyrics don't equal those of the Greek poets. And we got that old guy with the white suit and the chickens. Point is,
Nice KFC
I
reference.
like ghosts because they show me what is, not what I want to see. And wearing boots don't make you stupid. Makes you smart, if it's muddy.
Wait, is that a KFC reference or NCIS KFC reference? Ha 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 ha. Knives Out jokes. I love it. Alright, you know what? Let's listen to one more recording.
Can I listen to more recordings?
Sure.
We've heard that one before. And I'm saying that because of Shadow at the Water's Edge. Are you serious? Did the ghost... No. No, because we found out... No, I'm not spoiling it for those who haven't played that game
better
yet.
get going.
Bye.
Alright, so I think this is actually where I'm going to stop, just because... oh, and I forgot to mention that, if you listen to plenty of those ghost recordings from Wade plenty of times, you actually get an award out of that, and achievements, which is pretty awesome. I'm actually going to go to the main menu just because I think this is a good time to stop. Just because I don't know when this game is going to crash, and I don't want it to crash during this recording. So, what I am actually going to do is look up Uncivil Acts, because I did not save the description of the book so that I could tell you all about it. Actually, you know what? I could just use the link. Oh, what just happened there? Okay. Okay, yeah. Just making sure that's still working there. Okay, so, I do want to let you all know that if you borrow the book from archive.org or openlibrary.org, you are actually able to borrow it for 14 days, which is pretty interesting. You can also borrow it for an hour if you want, if you are a fast reader. Uncivil Acts is 164 pages, including the cover and all that in between pages that's normally at the beginning and the end of a book normally, like the copyright stuff and all. But anyway, it doesn't look like there's actually a description for it on the website, which is interesting. People normally do. So, let's actually see if Simon & Schuster have it, considering that is the company that releases their books. And you gotta be... I gotta let y'all know, though, Uncivil Acts is not a classic Nancy Drew book. This is actually one of the not republishes, but this is actually a an original that they created within the past century, or I should say within the past 20, 50 years. I'm just saying that because, well, like I said, I talk about this multiple times and multiple playthroughs of Nancy Drew games. Check those out on my channel. But anyway, Uncivil Acts. A Civil War reenactment should be fun, right? Not in our town. Feels like war fever's taken over. The tension started to build when we all chose sides. Go away, ad. Confederate and Union sympathizers never did mix, and if that wasn't enough to heat things up, someone started to secretly dig large holes in the battlefields. Pretty odd and very suspicious. Is someone waging a little war of their own and trying to cheat? And if so, the bigger question is why? And it's crazy. I actually have read this book. I remember reading it. And I was like clueless as to who it could be up until like, I think 10. Actually, no, I never did figure it out. Like, even the ending of it, I'm like, wait, what? It's just, even the explanation of why the person did it, I'm like, okay. Just why? Alright, well, I think that's going to be it, everyone. I love you all so much, my beautiful kittens and viewers. I hope I helped you out at least a little bit in this video. If not, I am not doing my job. And I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel and you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that ugly red subscribe button. Make it that beautiful gray, as well as that bell icon right next to it. I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! Yeah.